Hello guys, I'm Prachi Jain, your guru, and today I'm going to start with the forms. To make form element is used. It is generally get used to get the user inputs like the form of academic fields, reservation form, banking forms, and so on. There is a long list of using forms for different purposes. But what common features or the fields it uses is name, password, submission button, comment box. All these make use of the input tag in the HTML language. We'll come across it. Now we will start with the form tag, which is an opening and closing tag for getting the user's input for the different fields. Firstly, we'll start with the first name, then the next name means the last name. Now the input tag will help us to get the input. The type text will accept only the string and the numeric values. The value attribute of the input tag will contain the information for which the input is taking inside. It is for the computer because for the user the first name which is written in the black letters is sufficient to acknowledge. Next is the last name. Again, it is a string or character sort of input, so text field is sufficient. The value will be the last name. Next comes the phone number. You can see here it is a numeric value input, but for that too text field will be sufficient. Next comes the password. Yes, for this another kind of type input is needed. Password is another kind of which is a built-in type of input tag. Value will be the password, time will be the password. Next comes the sex. It can be male, female or other. Now here we will provide the type of the input, the radio button. Radio button provides a facility of choosing only one among the alternatives available. Here you can choose only either male or female. No other option is available. So radio button will be helpful in this case. The values must be same as we are intended. Next is hobbies. Hobbies can be more than one, so it will make the use of input type checkbox. Checkbox can be checked for more than one. Like if we are providing here the values like swimming, painting, drawing, dancing, can be either. The same values need to be provided as we are showing. You can see here that I have provided 4 hobbies in which you can choose even all the 4. No bargaining as these are the checkboxes. Next comes the type submit. Submit or the simple button. This will submit your form to the form handler. Means the information you have provided will go to a database for the submission. Here you can see the simple form which can be made using the basic knowledge of form tag. The first name inside the text box is the value. The last name, phone number are similar. Now simply in the password input type the attribute value will not be given, and this encryption is the standard format of password input type. And in the radio buttons it is to be keep in mind that name attribute in the input tag is necessarily be given, otherwise it will not provide this swing of choosing only one radio button. It will otherwise behave like the checkboxes. We can choose both, which is not possible. Now the checkbox, as you can see here, I can click for more than one and then the submit. Okay. Now we'll go to know the name attribute of the input tag. You can see just remember that you need to give the same name value to both the radio buttons, otherwise the clicks will not be as you want. Here, either male or female. This is the work of the name attribute. Now comes to the comment box. Comment box are defined with the text area tag. Text area tags contains two main attributes, columns and rows. Column stands for calls. Calls defines the width of the comment box, as much as the columns, as much as the width. And rows defines the height. You can see here. Here you can see, we can write anything here. I have written my name is Prachi Jain and any number. It will accept everything, even the special characters. And you can resize it for the smaller or larger. The default size you have defined. Now come to the city selection. Of which city you belong. For that we will be needing a combo box. Combo box makes use of the select tags. Select text makes use of the option tags. Option tags contains the city names according to its values, ranging from 0 to the values you want. Depends on the items present in the list. First items always valued to the 0 and it is selected, means get displayed on the screen on the combo box. Next ranges to the 1 and the city name like Jalpur, and it ranges to the, depends on the items of the list, but only option tag will be used inside the select tag. It is sort of drop down list. I'll show you its output. Here first for Jalpur, second for Indore, third for Bhopal and fourth for fourth is also there. It's Hyderabad. Now after combo box I have provided the reset button. Reset button will reset the provided values to the default values. Now I have provided a div to surround the form and to style the whole form with the padding, border and width. You can see here. Yeah, this is our form. Width is 300 pixels, border is of 3 pixels width, and this is the combo box. And if I want to give something and then reset, see, city and first name will get default values. Almost all the common points we have covered, but along with this another input type, the color input type, is also important to choose the color from the color box. Now as I have told you that the form's records get submitted into a database, and creating a database is the work of the web developer, but to provide the link it is the work of the web designer. So form tag contains an attribute action. Action contains the address or the URL where the form details need to be get stored. So either of the languages the developer can use, either the ASP.NET, JSP or PHP. Here we are providing the PHP page. You can see the link. In this page the information of the user will get recorded. That's it for the forms, guys. I hope you have shared all your doubts regarding the form creation. Wait for next video to learn more. Till then, stay cool and keep on learning.